projections there. We'll be talking about those later. Overall, things didn't look too bad. She reviewed our current situation. I asked her if there's anything we need to specifically focus on, but she says we're moving in the right direction. So the good news there. That was really about the extent of it.
Okay. No, only thing there were no red flags, so everything looked pretty good. All right. Okay, moving on to negotiations. Sky?
Our meeting directly followed the finance with Amanda, and a lot of it was the same thing, just kind of going over the projections again. And we looked kind of back at like our original May proposal. We discussed that we are receptive to going back and meeting with teachers, as mediators are not going to be traveling here for an unknown amount of time. So sooner or later, we're gonna have to probably set some dates with the teachers for when we can meet again.
Okay.
Anything else, Becky?
No. All right, moving on to principals. Mary or Craig, one of the two, doesn't matter.
I'll jump in. Mary's might be a little longer tonight with some of the end of the year and scheduling. Just with hiring, before your approval tonight will be a couple hires, so just some background information. Really excited. I'll start with Ashley Boardwell, since she's one of our own. She's been a WIN teacher the last year here, and then before that, she taught 4th grade at Holy Rosary. So she will fill that 5th grade position. We already know she'll be a great fit. Probably one of her greatest attributes is just calm and collective. She does lunchroom duty at times, and even when it's loud and crazy, she's always just calm and firm. Getting ready for distance learning, she worked with 5th grade, and they are really appreciative of her hard work there too. So she stood out among many candidates, being a great fit, or continuing to be within our school. And then Lindsay Ramberg, who is also before your approval for special education. Another exciting hire. She is currently a elementary instructional coach in West Fargo, but she has special education teaching experience, and as well as being a 2nd grade teacher previously as well. And some other excitements is she is ABMR trained, which is the training we're moving towards. And then she led training efforts in Steve Dunn writing curriculum and Jan Richardson guided reading framework, which are 2 trainings that we're going to pursue here in our kind of our 5-year plan. So that's someone who can actually do some of the training potentially on site and who's done it for larger districts. So exciting how much our philosophies overlap there, and then her experiences too. It's nice to be on the other side of the end where I think the district's paid for some trainings for a teacher, and we can take advantage of that. So that'll be a positive with your approval. We'll have one other special education opening that we are working on hiring now, both looking at applicants that we have and then working like agency to see if we could contract out through the district, mutually beneficial there. So I think by the end of the week, we'll have a plan of that, and we'll just need to put it in place and ensure we have candidates on board for it as well. ABMR training, it was scheduled for the first week in June. Obviously, that's not possible. They offered to do a virtual training. Myself and our staff would prefer to go in person, so we scheduled it now for August. We do have August 17th to the 20th confirmed. Math recovery is canceled every in-person up to June 30th. Their next cycle will be July 30th. Then for the remainder of the summer, but they might count August as the school year because that's when they make the most of their money doing workshop training. So if that doesn't work, then we'll look to reschedule during the school year and do a virtual training, but that's our current plan based on staff preferences. And we still have, I think, every single staff member but one signed up. So that is awesome news for a great math training. And that will go right along with our Bridges purchases. Bridges is technically shut down, and if you look at their website, they're not fulfilling orders, but it's all about the emails you save. So we worked with Ashley, whatever Ashley is, now first name basis, but she is making things work, and it got delivered last Tuesday. So we have it on site, and teachers have really liked that because now they have time to dig into that, and our on-site help can help disperse that into classrooms. Starting the next year's schedule, it's not completed, but hopefully within the next 2 weeks, certainly. I'm doing that based on 3 sections. We learn through 5th grade with 3 sections in 6th, and with band in high school, the high school band in music coming at the same time like they did this year. If we have another section, space wouldn't allow for that. But currently we're able to keep similar arrangements. But it's just with our growing enrollment, which is a good thing. It won't be something we'll likely it'd be hard to respond to that in August. So just know that the current schedule will be made with that in mind. But if things changed on that, lots of staff or some staff had to switch rooms, and then the high school schedule will change. So kind of when that gets in place, that'll kind of be where things are at, and that's what it's currently based on. We are trying to rotate, my Google Calendar still pops up, like Donuts for Grown-Ups or the Carnival was last Friday, and some of those bittersweet milestones for our students in the spring. So we are still gonna have Mother's Day plans, so those are still growing and well. We're trying to do an honor system where parents can come pick them up on the curb. We'll still have a plant day sale. And we're working on things like a virtual field day for students and a virtual talent show where we kind of have a video to kick it off, and then mainly done in the house. They don't have to respond back to a lot of things, but so students still kind of have those memories and opportunities there too. So we're pretty trying to replicate some of those things, knowing it's not the same as years past, but at least if nothing else, an acknowledgement for some of those memories that are going on there too. And then just distance learning in general, I'll open it up to questions, but it's going well. A lot of the feedback from the state is the importance of the social and emotional wellness of our students. I've been where they genuinely appreciate what we're doing and like what is going on. About 10% think it's too much and 10% think it's not enough. So, all in all, we're just kind of working on the fringes, but by and large, parents want to let us know it's a lot to take on. They're feeling a little overwhelmed with this in general or the situation in general, but they're really supportive and happy what we've been able to do from our teachers and learning standpoint, and of course the meals and childcare. So I guess I'll leave it at that. Open to any question. There's lots I can update on distance learning, or you might have specific questions on that too. So I could touch on any future plan, or actually one other thing I'm going to throw by you was just at the end of the year. I should look at it again, but I was just going to tell you our current plan is for the end of the year pick up and drop. We're looking at I gotta look at this. May 19th will kind of be the last day students are with their classroom. And then on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll have on-site pick up and drop off. The students will drop off their homework a week before grade 2, so it's gonna be factored in. Their Chromebooks and their library books, and they'll pick up, and that will be our virtual field day, where students will get that as a at their pickup time. We'll have activities they can do at home. So distance learning will be going on, but they'll actually have Chromebooks, and what it's looking like right now will be May 19th. That's not finalized. We'll open the inputs on that, but that's our current plan, is to have spread people up, pick up drop off, make it a little more intimate and make memories, but also social distance and keep things safe there. And then to still have school-wide activity on the last day. So. Any question or feedback or input?
May I?
Yes, go ahead.
Mr. Bart, what about the summer programs? Any decisions there yet?
There's not. The state just came out. So there's a couple schools that have extended school year. They kind of close to year round, and they have been told they can have students in their buildings up until June 30th. And some of their calendars run into July. One could make an assumption, if not, those people have students that they weren't in summer school, but the state is also the things like they might actually go to a blended model summer school, where kids would be on site one day, or maybe first grade on site one day, second grade remote, and they switch the following day. Talking to various schools, most people are leaning away from the online model. I think that'd be a lot better than nothing, but I think parents and teachers by June are going to be over it a little bit. I think plan A would be to push back August, just keep buying time to try to do it on site, even if it's for 2 weeks, and just do a boot camp and get kids ready, or to maybe do a blended model. But the state has not released that yet. I know they're catching a lot of heat because people have to hire for summer active or summer school.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? All right, thank you, Craig, it's a lot of hard work trying to track all those kids and families that are not participating. So thank you so much. Mary?
I will echo Craig with overall, I would say distance learning is going well. You know, when I wrote my report, I said a few students completing paper pencil. I will say on the high school end, the requests for that are increasing. Some frustration with students with the poor internet access that they have, and so it just makes it very time consuming for them sometimes to get something completed and submitted through the internet. So we're working with those students as they let us know that there's a problem, and I cannot say enough how wonderful the paras and teachers have been with making accommodations as the needs arise. Wanda's been our delivery person, so when the paper pencil needs to get delivered, our first step of connecting with the parents and the students, and then if that contact or work has not happened, every Thursday after my meeting with the paras, they come into the building and they're in a different spot throughout the building, and they all make follow-up calls. And I will say our list was down extreme so much last week compared to what it was the first couple weeks. So as much as we still have a few that we struggle with that are disengaged, we're in a pattern. We're in a groove now. And I sent a parents survey out this afternoon with parents, and I had really 2 questions: what's going well with distance learning, and what can we improve on for suggestions. And I've asked parents to get me their results by midnight on Wednesday, so not giving them much time, but I want to be able to share that for a couple minutes. Some of the kids might have questions, but then it just turns into literally a hangout time with your class and just talking and conversing. And to me, that's one of the best supports we can give those kids. And so last week's message I wanted, when the paras did their calls, said, let's put a focus on the Google Hangouts. And I tell that when I write to the kids. Any students who had an F when Sherry pulled the list last week, I emailed every one of them individually and just encouraged them, get on Google Hangouts, even if you don't have questions, just so you can see and hear and talk to your classmates. Because that right now, that's one and best way I think that we can be connected. And it does make a difference if you can see each other and hear each other's voices. So we're really putting a push for that. My Western Division principals through MASSP, we meet bi-weekly, Tuesday mornings and Thursday afternoons. And so we're able to bounce ideas off each other. And they're struggling with the same thing with some of the kids who aren't connected. And what do you do? And you just keep trying. And hopefully some of them will start being connected. There is no magic answer, but you try and work with individuals the best you can. I want to thank Mr. Barr and the elementary and Ms. Zappa for Spirit Week last week. I'm going to say the kids, I don't know how many really participated, but I sure enjoyed a few pictures of the kids that did participate in Academy. So it was fun to see them dress up for the different days. Dollars for scholars. The recipients are going to be notified by mail, and then next week, Mrs. Nelson and Mrs. Lafayette and I are going to do video, and we're going to do it up in the steam room and make it as dressy of an occasion as we can. I hope you noticed, if you parked on the south side of the building, all the hearts on each window for the different grade levels. And I was kind of kidding with my paras when I said, well, that was a project 1 week. And this week's project I am asked because there's no way I could do this on my own. So thank goodness for my paras willing to do anything I ask them to do. This week we're reaching out to kids, and every student is going to receive a postcard from us, and it'll be signed by the person who wrote it, and then also added LPA staff. So just wanting every kid to get more of a personal note from us, knowing we are thinking of them and missing them something awful. No surprise.